Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Nier Reincarnation video, and today we're going to talk about everything you need to know about farming the Nier Automata collaboration shop. There are some tips that will help you farm it a lot more efficiently, and there's some things you're really not going to want to miss from this shop that will help power up your account in a big way, especially just getting your account started like all of us on Global are currently doing. So, let's get to it. Alright, so question number one. Let's head over to the event and let's talk about when you should actually start farming the event. Because I think that's something that a lot of people when they're new are confused about. Do I keep pushing story? Do I stop doing story to come farm the event? Etc. There is a point in this game where it's efficient to come in here, if just for nothing else than gems, come in here and clear all the content. That's when I think you should start thinking about forming a party to farm this event. What do I mean by clear all the content? Well, like everything else in this game, there's a normal mode, there's 10 quests of it, these are super easy. Then there's hard mode, 10 quests of it, again very easy. And then what's kind of unique about this event is the very hard isn't actually very hard. If you can clear some stuff in like hard in the story mode, you can come in here and clean up very hard in the Nier Reincarnation collaboration. Okay, cool. So once you can do that, I would suggest coming over here and doing it immediately, if for no other reason than to collect a whole bunch of gems for knocking out all the quest missions, etc. That'll get you more pulls, help you level up your account more. Now, you've cleared it all. Which stage should you farm? That is actually an interesting question and not super obvious. I think at first, you're going to want to farm very hard quest number 10. This, without factoring in bonuses, will give you the most medals, and you need a lot of medals to make your farming more efficient. But once you've made your farming more efficient, and we're going to talk about how to do that in a second, you'll see I have these bonuses on the bottom. Like right here, I have +3, +8, +6. These are giving me that many more drops per run. So I'm going to get whatever this drops as far as medals go, plus another, what is that, 14, 17 with this team I built. At this point, once you've hit a +11 or greater, you need to stop farming Quest 10. Quest 10 costs 11 stamina. Instead, you want to drop all the way back to normal quest number 3, the hardest quest that only costs 5 stamina. It will not itself drop as many medals, and it also doesn't drop as much like character experience stuff, which is something to consider, but your bonuses are the same. I'm still getting the same amount of bonuses. So because my bonuses are so big, it is more efficient energy spending wise to just keep proccing my bonuses every run for only 5 stamina. Remember, this is if you're going for medals. If you care a lot about getting better experience drops, like these quests do drop experience level up materials for your units, then quest 10 is probably still your best bet. You can actually get XL drops from in here, etc. But you're going to be burning through a lot of stamina, and I know it feels like we have a lot of stamina right now because we got all this bonus stuff for logging in, and it's not going to feel that way forever. I'm beginning to hit the point where I'm running out of stamina and having to use those stamina potions. So having a more efficient farm is important. Now, let's talk about how to set up your team for efficient farming and what to buy from the shop. Okay, now setting up your team and what to buy go hand in hand. Let's start by looking at what the bonuses are and what they mean by clicking on bonus details right there. Now you can see there's resident characters and resident costumes. These do not increase the drop rates you get, but they do increase how fast you clear it by giving you attack up +50%. That's pretty nice, but you're going to be one-shotting a lot of this content anyway, especially when you're farming normal number 3. You're just going to go whack it and it's dead. Okay, the much more important thing is resident weapons. These increase your medal drops. This is how you get those bonus drops, and you can see what they are right here. First of all, the units you can buy from the shop. Remember, every unit is also a weapon. Give you 1, 2, 3 of these resonant weapons that you can put in your deck. They don't have to be your main hand weapon. They can just be in your deck. Plus, every day for logging in, we're getting Emil Heads. That's another resonant weapon. At Ascension 0, each one of these weapons will give you a +1 medal drop. As you ascend them, the drops go up dramatically. +3 at Ascension 1, +5 at Ascension 2, +7 at Ascension 3, and +10 at Ascension 4. Emil heads we're getting for free every day. My Emil is already Ascension 2, so that's plus 5 drops just from putting him in the party. And you can see I'm getting close to that plus 11 break point where I like to switch to normal stage 3. Very cool. Now, if you've been pulling on the banners, which are the only 2 banners you can pull on, you can see I've caught 3 banner characters. Each one of their weapons also is bonus medal drops, so make sure those are in your party. Just at no Ascension, these are plus 2. At Ascension 1, they're plus 5. I have an Ascension 1 2-piece sword and 2 Ascension 0 swords, so I'm getting 9 medals just from having these weapons in my loadout. So you want to make sure you're doing that. Now, let's head over to the shop and talk about that real quick, because that's really interesting. This is where it's in the exchange shop. So you come here, you go to exchange, and Automata Medals is the first one that comes up. Now, the first 3 things you're going to see in here are not going to be the weapons when you're new. They're actually going to be the characters themselves. I've bought them, so it puts them to the bottom of the screen, but they're only 200 medals. Don't fall into the trap of thinking, I don't want to buy the character because I'm not going to use them. I just need the weapons. These are only 200. The weapons are 500. So getting your first copy of the weapon for only 200 is the way to go. Then you're going to come up here, and I think the first thing you're going to want to do if you're farming this seriously is jack that bonus score up as much as you can by tweaking out these weapons. So let's start with Virtuous Contract, right? I have 1500 medals. I can buy 3 of these. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to pick up 3, and let's go show you how to ascend a weapon if it's something you've never done before. This is going to really jack up my bonus score even more. So my farming's already paying off. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on Enhance Weapons, and then we're going to find it in here. This is always... I'm not very good at picking things off of a list. People who've watched my videos before can comment on that. So here you go. Here's the sword that's in my deck. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to go to Ascend. I'm not going to use the pearls, even if I had any. I'm going to go to Weapon, click the weapon. It's 25,000 gold to do an Ascension. So make sure you have some gold on hand. It's not cheap, and gold tends to be a bottleneck in the game right now. But that's okay. That's something that farming these medals can actually help us with. So there's Ascension 1. Here's Ascension 2. And an important thing to note, you do not have to level up these weapons to ascend them. That's really important, because another bottleneck in the game right now is enhancing materials, weapons, characters, all of that. You don't have to level them. You don't have to level them for the bonus. Just ascending them is enough. So there we go. I've got this at Ascension 3. I'm now going to be getting plus 7 medals instead of plus 1, making my farming even more efficient. That's fantastic. Now, what about the rest of this shop? Once you're at a point where you're comfortable with the amount of medals you're getting, maybe you're crazy like me, you're going to push all these weapons to plus 10 or Ascension level 4, which is plus 10 medals, and then just clean this shop out. Hey, if that's you, that's awesome. If you're trying to be a little bit more efficient with it, here's how to think about it. Are you going to use one of the characters that you bought? Like maybe you only have 2 4-star characters you care about, and you just want to level a 3-star character. Well, there are the ascending unit materials in here. Personally, I'm not going to mess with these because I'm not planning on using any of those characters. There's a 10 shot, a 10 times premium summon ticket for 800. I definitely think you want to pick that up. There's a Black Pearl for 1500. This will ascend a 4-star weapon without having to pull a dupe of it. You definitely want to pick that up. 100% you want to pick that up. There are Mama medals, term Mama medals. These are something we're going to be getting until about mid-September. You're going to want to pick these up. You can get 200 of them here. Pick these up, save them. There's some good stuff in the Mama Medal shop. When we see exactly how many Mama medals we get, I'll talk about what the most efficient use of those is. Right now, we just don't know. Okay, Explorer's tickets. These are 40. They let you do exploration quicker. I'm going to pass on those for right now. Then we get into like the character enhancement stuff. These are 5, and you can get 500 of them. You probably are going to want to do this. Leveling up characters is pretty dang important. I actually like the XL character enhancement a lot. Then there's dexterity character enhancement, the specific ones, dexterity and strength, that's cool. There's weapon enhancing materials. Pick those up if you need weapon enhancing stuff. There's like these gems that are the rare gems. Material used to evolve Wind Affinity weapons. You're going to want to probably pick these up if you're leveling up weapons and you need them. Wouldn't it be nice if you needed these leveling materials and you just had a whole bunch of these Nier coins and you came in here, boom, cashed them in, leveled up your stuff? Okay, There's also like these insignias of skills used to level up your character skills. You can only get one of these. And that's kind of how I like to look at these shops in general. Look, this is a purple banner thing that I can get one of. Ding, 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 my mind is going, that's probably worth getting. Now, these things like the fish, the hunks of meat, these are for leveling up your companions. Very cool. There's natural pearls. These are for ascending weapons. Like, there's some really, really good stuff in here. Character enhancement stuff again. I want to shout out, though. Let's go down a little bit. These, oh man, these chunks of coins. Okay, gold coin. You can get 100 of these. I went ahead and bought one so I could sell it. They're worth $20,000 or whatever the in-game actual money currency is. I'll say gold. These are worth 20,000 gold a piece. You can get 100 of them. So gold is going to be a bottleneck for you. It's going to be really nice if you can just come into this shop and get a bunch of gold. So I highly recommend the gold. And that's kind of my overview of the shop. Those are the things I think you should look to buy. And that's my overview of this collaboration, this mission collaboration. I think normal stage 3 is the most efficient to farm once you've farmed very hard stage 10 enough to get your bonuses to plus 11 or more. Alright guys, that's going to be the video for today. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.